Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Time for a little Friday night baseball. They're giving away the Mike Trout bobblehead, one of many of the MVP series. There's Mike Trout right there, and the Angels on a roll right now to kick off this long homestand. They just swept the Philadelphia Phillies. Oakland A's in town tonight to kick off this three-game set. As we welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubica. I'm Victor Rojas, and last night we saw yet another come-from-behind victory for the Angels. So common early on in the season. We hadn't seen it in a while, but last night, the 31st time this season, they've come from behind to pick up a W.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about it, a lot of confidence late in the ballgame. The bullpen did their job, kept the game close, and Andrelton Simmons with the big hit in the 8th inning once again. You mentioned 35 comeback victories for the Halos, set up by the bullpen, but then aggressive base running. Andrelton Simmons gets a second, and the wild pitch, the good read, able to come sliding in with the go-ahead run. That was very important to read by Andrelton Simmons on that wild pitch to the backstop there by Garcia. Another victory for the Angels. Got to carry this into this series against Oakland, a team that they've always played really, really close games against.
Hey, Jarrell Cotton's on the mound for the Oakland A's. The Halos have faced him twice. They've had some serious success against him. Troy Scribner's on the mound for the Angels, making his first start as a Halo here at the Major League level. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back, relax. Going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Brought to you by your local Southern California Land Rover retailers. By Fios by Frontier. Get the best price ever on Fios TV, internet, and voice by Frontier. Visit fiosbyfrontier.com today. And by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. Welcome back out to the Big A, the opening game of this three-game set against the visiting Oakland Athletics. The Angels at the start of the day find themselves 3 games back of the second wild card spot in the American League after sweeping the Philadelphia Phillies. Now just a game under 500 at 54 and 55. This is game number 1 and 10. The Angels just say you have to take care of your own business. Oakland's in town for 3. Then the Orioles coming to town. That's a team that is also vying for the second wild card spot currently. Perhaps even the first one, depending on how things go with the Yankees and the Royals, because there's plenty of baseball left to be played over the next 7+ weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It really comes down to who stays the healthiest and who can get on a long winning streak. And right now, the Angels on a 3-game win streak, looking to make it 4 here tonight.
Check out Bob Melvin's lineup for the Athletics. They roll into town with a 48 and 61 mark. And they're bringing up the rear in the American League West, and it'll be Matt Joyce leading things off and playing right field. Marcus Semien, a shortstop. Jed Lowry switch hitting second base, will bat third. Chris Davis out at left field. Yonder Alonso at first base. Ryan Healy serving as the DH tonight. Bruce Maxwell behind the plate. Matt Chapman, Cal State product over at Cal State Fulton product over at third base. He'll bat 8th, and it's Jacob Brugman batting 9th and playing center field. Taking on, as we mentioned, Troy Scribner. This will be his first start as an Angel. 3rd appearance overall. 1-0 on a 4.50 earned run average for the 26-year-old right-hander out of Washington, Connecticut.
Yeah, his fastball is going to be around 87 and 91. He can sink that fastball to a 4-seam fastball up in the upper part of the strike zone. There's a very good changeup, curveball, and a cut fastball for Troy Scribner. Very important for him to establish the strike zone early on. It's going to be also important for Martin Maldonado to work with him and make him establish the fastball.
Check out the defense now for the Angels. Behind Scribner, Revere, Trout, Calhoun's back in the lineup and in right field. Escobar, Simmons on the left side, Pennington and Crone on the right side. No Caleb Coward tonight to start. Martin Maldonado behind the plate.
And Cole Calhoun, you mentioned Victor getting that start out in right field. 7 outfield assists this season. The career high back in 2015 of 11. First start since that Sunday game in which he hurt that hamstring, ran into the wall and running down the line in Toronto.
Umpiring crew for this series, Chris Siegel will call the balls and strikes tonight. Jerry Meals is the crew chief. He's at first. Ron Meoculpa at second base, and Chris Conroy rounding out the men in black.
It's good having Yunel Escobar back out at third base himself, dealing with that little bit of a back issue the other day. Ready to go. His team finally starting to get healthier. Important for that run to that wild card.
Scribner's first pitch tonight is in there for a strike on Matt Joyce. Joyce comes in batting .227, 19 doubles, 14 home runs, and 42 runs batted in for a one-time Angel. He's behind the count at 0-2 strikes. Feels like forever since the Angels played a Western Division opponent. Angels 19 and 19 against the West. Oakland comes in with a mark of 15 and 27 within the division. That is ripped down the line, but hooking foul.
That's 3 straight fastballs. That one on the inside part of the plate, but Joyce was ready for that fastball and just hooked it foul.
That off-speed pitch, and it misses up and away. 1-2.
Also go through a pretty solid curveball to go along with his changeup.
That breaking ball tried to backdoor it, misses. He was a count of 2-2. Scribner picked up his first major league win in his first major league appearance. 29th at Toronto. That was in relief. Full count. They're going 3 innings, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs. Just came back and won that game last Saturday. Pitch in the series against Philadelphia as a reliever. 3-2 pitch, and down goes Joyce. 1 away.
It's amazing when you look at that fastball, not overpowering but 90, but he threw a couple changeups and a curveball on the outside part of the plate and got that fastball by him in. Earlier in the bat on the 0-2 count, fastball almost the exact same spot. Joyce was all over. Could not catch up to that fastball. The differential and the speed between the changeup, fastball important for Scribner.
1 out, nobody on. Marcus Semien, shortstop. Hitting .235, 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in. That's the pitch you can expose Semien on pretty quick on a fastball in, and we've seen him do some damage against the Angels.
Yeah, good power. Even if it's up and in, he could turn on it.
Lifts this one out towards shallow right. Pennington going out. Calhoun coming in. Cole slowing down, hauls it in, 2 down.
I also like seeing that too. Get ahead of the count, finish off the hitter as quick as possible.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Jed Lowry coming to the plate.
And Scribner had 17 starts down in AAA in Salt Lake City. 10-3 mark with a 4.16 ERA. Had 98 strikeouts and 97 in the 3rd innings pitched.
Lowry, a big swing and a miss.
32 doubles this season for Lowry.
And you know what? You didn't really hear his name thrown about the trade deadline. David Wood, he'll shoot this one out the left. Revere breaks back, now has to come in on it. 1-2-3 inning. Troy Scribner, his first major league start. Hit to the bottom of the 1st with no score. Shows lineup for game number 110 on the season. Escobar back in there. He's at third base. Trout is at center. Pujols DH. And Calhoun back at right. Simmons the shortstop. Revere at left. Crone at first base. Martin Maldonado behind the plate. And it's Cliff Pennington tonight getting to start instead of the hot-hitting Caleb Coward. Pennington playing second base, batting 9th. They are taking on the 25-year-old native of St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. His name is Jarrell Cotton.
And Cotton's fastballs 91, 96, good fastball, cut fastball, curve, changeup. My go-to to be successful against Cotton is that that upper part of the strike zone against with his cutter and four-seamer, and change is good. He has a very good changeup, but he does make mistakes with his changeup because he throws them quite a bit.
Escobar comes in batting .275, 27 extra base hits, and he will look at a strike. Imagine this is the third appearance for Cotton against the Angels. His first of the year was back on April 5th, and he faced the Angels on May 9th. He's gone a total of 9 1/3 innings against the Halos, 16 hits, 12 runs. He's allowed in those 2 starts combined. Uni a little bit tardy.
Well, when you look at that delivery straight over the top, that's why his changeup is as good as it is. Got a good cut fastball, throws quite a few of those. And that's going to be upper part of the strike zone, almost like a slider.
One ball, two strikes.
There's that changeup. And Scott Radinsky, who had him and was a pitching coach with him in the Dodger organization, said that's this pitch he goes to quite a bit for strikeouts. His changeup.
Ground ball, weakly hit. Simeon has it. Pretty good pitch by Cott. One down.
And with Mike Trout coming to the plate, worthy by Carl's Cam, a replay what he had done the last two games against the Phillies. Home run to dead center field for Trout. Home run number 20. Followed up the very next day, last night, his 21st home run. That was on a curveball he drove out to left center field. 21 home runs, 49 RBIs for Mike Trout. Also 23 career home runs against Oakland A's pitching for Trout.
Kind of back in that mode he was in prior to the injury. Comes in batting .339. Take strike one. .459 on base percentage for Mike.
Trout Farm looking for a big fly out to that left field corner.
There's that changeup. No balls, two strikes. Seldom does he go down the line. He's kind of a gap-to-gap guy as far as the power.
Yeah, when you look at the home runs, that spray chart of home runs, even throughout his whole career, not many rake down the line.
0-2, and that's yanked foul.
So a cutter and two changeups.
Right on cue down the line foul.
Yeah.
Pujols on deck. .95-mile-per-hour fastball. Which is Scott Radinsky having caught Dodgers system. It was a 20th round pick out of Eastern Carolina University back in 2012 by the Dodgers, and came over as part of the Josh Reddick, Rich Hill trade last year. 0-2. Ground ball toward the middle. Simeon to his left has it. Goes into the slide, and that's going to cost him. Midfield base hit for Trout. Defensively for the Athletics tonight, you've got Davis, Brugman, Joyce in the outfield from left to right. Chapman, Simeon, Lowry, and Alonso from third to first. Maxwell behind the plate.
And Chapman making that start at third base. The future third baseman getting plenty of playing time at third base for the Oakland this year. He's a very solid defender. His 3 hours and 31 starts. He's turned 10 double plays. Went to El Toro High School. Nolan Arenado went to El Toro High School. 2 excellent fielding third basemen. Power arm for Chapman at third base.
A couple of Cal State Fullerton Titans in the starting lineup. Chris Davis in left. Chapman over at third.
A good friend, fellow colleague, Jose Mota, Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah. Checking in on Trout again. Albert comes to batting .236, 17 home runs, 68 runs batted in. Bounces this one to short. Should be an easy double play. It is. Inning is over. We'll head to the second with no score. to choose from. The 5-game summer plan allows for flexibility choosing games throughout the summer. It includes a personalized hat. For more information on those 5-game summer plans, just go to angels.com.
Always be careful on the very first pitch to Chris Davis, especially if you're Troy Scribner.
No balls and a strike on Chris Davis, the left fielder. 238. 28 home runs and 71 runs batted in.
Yeah, those numbers when he puts that first pitch in play this season for Davis. 436 batting average with 9 home runs, 21 RBI.
Popped up. Looks like it's playable. Scribner's there. It's called off by Chrome. 1 out.
Now let's take a look at our tools in the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. The difference last year to this year for Yonder Orlando. Shorter stride last year, creating a lot more ground ball action, over 44% ground balls. The launch angle completely different, 10.3 degree. But this season, higher leg kick, longer stride, creating a better angle, launch angle, over 20% as far as the launch angle. And because of that, 22 home runs, career high for Yonder Orlando. The big difference as far as creating that angle to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Previous high in the big leagues, 9 home runs. That was back in 2012.
Alonso, 22 home runs, 49 runs batted in. He's hitting 269. 2-0 count. He'll take downstairs 3-0.
2 pretty close pitches, lower part of the strike zone, not called strikes. And the ground ball percentage last year as compared to this season for Alonso, a huge difference.
Hackett 3-0.
And you see he's trying to lift everything, hit baseballs in the air. This year, 33% ground ball percentage. 45 last year at 7 home runs compared to 22. The commitment even in spring training was to create better to lift on the baseball, and it's worked.
He'll work the walk first base runner allowed by Troy. They'll bring up Brian Healy, the DH. .20 bombs on the year for Healy. This is 104th game of the season. Comes in batting .256, just a .288 on base percentage. He will strike out, 103 strikeouts, and 394 at bats. 0-1. He'll also ground into the double play 10 times this year. He's done that.
Remember early in the year he was really chasing breaking balls out of the strike zone. He's got good power to right center field on an elevated fastball. But will chase breaking balls out of the strike zone.
Check swing, roller to third. Escobar flips it over to Pennington, and a missed throw goes into right field. Yunel had all day to get the lead runner. He kind of laid back on it, Gooey, to be honest with you. If he charges that ball, it's a double play.
That's going to be an easy double play.
Yeah.
Especially because Healy had a tough time getting out of the batter's box. A little bit of a bobble, end up throwing a palm ball over to second. Fortunate enough, Alonso wasn't able to get up and run over to third base.
11th error of the year committed by Yunel Escobar. Two on, 1 out. Bruce Maxwell, the catcher, at the plate.
And one thing the Angels have done very, very well this season is field the baseball. Second best fielding percentage in the American League. Oakland at the bottom as far as fielding percentage.
Ball on a strike on Scribner. Second season in the Angels organization. Went non-drafted out of Sacred Heart University. Signed with the Houston Astros. Angels worked out a deal with the Astros prior to last season. Had a fantastic year last year, 12-5 with a 3.41 ERA between AA and AAA. This year, spending time at AAA. 18 starts there. 10-3 with a 4.16 earned run average. The brother of former Oakland Athletic Evan Scribner. Head of the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got away with that breaking ball right in the heart of the plate. Especially as a young pitcher, want to establish friendships on the team, knowing there was a mistake made by one of your fielders. You're hoping to help them out right away, get a ground ball double play.
Alonso standing at second, Healy at first. Not a ton of speed on the bases for Oakland. Outfield, normal depth, straight around. Down goes Maxwell. 2 outs.
My Hyundai key for this game for the Angels, be successful in this one. A little Def Leppard. The stereo was just a 30th anniversary release yesterday. Got a little glove bites. Defense, mentioned second best fielding percentage in the American League, especially all those close games over the years against Oakland, trying to win a game with the glove and also put pressure on their defense, which has not been real good for Oakland this season.
Good breaking ball, good location. Chapman, the third baseman, takes a strike. 24-year-old. California product, hitting .215. His first go round in the big leagues. 32nd game for him. 7 doubles, a triple, 6 home runs, 14 runs batted in. No balls, 2 strikes. Chapman at AAA this year. 247, 16 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Oakland decided to go ahead and all out youngsters and figuring out what you got. Make some moves. Trevor Plouffe originally was back at third base, the starting third baseman when these two teams met back in April. That one's upstairs. 1-2. Healy's mixed some time in there as well.
Chapman says that his favorite baseball player, Dustin Pedroia, patterns himself the way he plays the game of baseball after Pedroia.
Rob Melvin still around. Gooby's guy, teammate of his in Kansas City.
Old battery mate.
I was watching this list of videos of the top 10 bench clearing brawls in baseball. Imagine you were there. You guys had one, I want to say it was with the White Sox, I'm thinking of. 2-2 out back in Chicago. Chicago? I remember seeing, oh, there's Bo Mel.
Yeah.
He's in uniform.
Yeah, we had a couple gone. We had a real good one with Texas. We had a bench clearing brawl every time we went to Cleveland. And that was 2 or 3 games.
Texas used to have a brawl with Cleveland all the time as well.
Yeah. It helped having Bo Jackson on the team. That helped.
That's driven out to left field. Revere's going to watch this one go. 3-run blast from Matt Chapman on an off-speed pitch. Went down and got it, and it's 3-0 Oakland.
Well, that looked like a changeup that stayed and ran the middle part of the plate, but lower part of the strike zone. And with his changeup, he's got to make sure he hits his spot well. Especially got a couple fastballs by him early in the count. Then his changeup drifted right into his swing.
I was surprised as well because the fastball that he got by him was upstairs. Chapman hits his 7th of the year. 17 runs batted in now. The Angels will play from behind. Second home run Scribner's allowed here in the big leagues. Miguel Montero, Toronto.
Pretty sure that was a changeup. It was down, as a matter of fact. Remember, it was lower part of the strike zone.
Jacob Brugman, the center fielder. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And down goes Brugman. The inning comes to an end, but not before Chapman puts the A's on top here in the second inning with a 3-run blast. .707 fans in attendance receive a cool mesh hat courtesy of Chevron Extra Mile while supplies last. For more info, go to angels.com. Halos down 3-0 courtesy of the Chapman home run. Calhoun to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. Look at a strike. Came out of Sunday's game in Toronto with a right hamstring issue. Missed the first 2 games of the series against Philadelphia. Pinch hit last night. Ended up grounding out, but he was at the plate when Simmons scored what would be the winning run on the wild pitch. So it was Cole's mojo.
Yes.
Propelled the Angels to victory.
Well, probably the scouting report was to try high fastballs. This not quite that high.
Yeah,
though.
that was.
Elevate the 4-seam fastball just slightly.
I was checking out to see if that backstop still worked. It's pulled foul. 1-2.
Alfredo. That's back-to-back games.
Beautiful piece of hitting, just going the other way.
That's
behind the count.
That's the swing. We were talking about that earlier today. That the swing he had working in the month of June, staying back and hitting the ball the other way. That is a perfect swing for Cole. They wanted the fastball up. He missed down, but he stayed with it and shoots that ball through the hole at between short and third. Short on the swing, look to hit the ball the other way, reward it with the base hit.
Second hit allowed by Cotton. Here's Andrelton. 3 last night. It was a double. This is the 11th meeting of the season between these two ball clubs. The Angels 6-4 against the A's this season. One ball and strike. Cotton, his last start, no decision. He got 5 runs, 5 hits, and 3 2/3 through 78 pitches. His last W coming against Chicago against the White Sox back on June 23rd.
Not easy to steal off Cotton, though. We've seen the Angels steal a lot of bases of late. He's only allowed 3 stolen bases in 9 attempts. He is quick to the plate. His times are going to be 115 to 125 range. The average, the normal, about 135 for pitchers to the plate. So he is very quick.
1-2. Halos with 95 stolen bases on the year. That leads Major League Baseball. At the start of the day, 5 better than the Milwaukee Brewers.
Good plate coverage. Makes contact quite a bit. You look at the strikeout percentage for Andrelton Simmons is 10.7. So he's the guy that puts the ball in play. Tested here with this changeup and curveball combination along with that 4-seam fastball upstairs by Cotton against him.
Ground ball back toward the middle. Simeon can't get it, so it's back-to-back hits. Cole will stop at second. Misplay out center by Brugman. Cole will take the extra 90 feet. Mentioned the struggles that Oakland has had defensively. That's the first error for Brugman, the 89th committed by the A's.
Now a 13-game hit streak for Andrelton Simmons, a career high. Talked about his ability to make contact. Does it again and gets a base hit right back up the middle.
I think if you're a right-handed batter, you're asking for trouble to try to go up there thinking of pulling Cotton.
No, he can't, because he throws that cut fastball upper part of the strike zone away. Fastball's up, change up generally on the outside part of the plate. Same thing with a curveball.
I think that's the differentiator this year for Andrelton Simmons. He made some strides last year on the offensive side of things, but this year taking a bigger step forward is using that middle part of the field, taking what's given to him. Off speed upstairs.
Boy, he loves his talking hitting too, and he feels like there's times he feels like he's locked in. He's still worried about his swing and being more consistent, but 13-game history. Even Cole Calhoun asked Simmons recently what he should try to do. He says, hey, just hit the ball the other way, and that's exactly what Cole did his first at bat.
Revere fouls it off. Bent last night in the leadoff spot, 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Oakland took a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second on Chapman's 7th home run of the season. One. 1-2.
Well, you can see how difficult that was for Ben Revere to try to stay back on that slow breaking ball, especially with all he's got going as far as his swing to hitch, and then tries to get through the baseball. Well, he can catch up to a good fastball, but a slow curveball was more difficult. He had to really try to stay back on that one.
That's out toward right center field. Brugman moving over is there, makes the catch. Tagging is Cole. He'll commit a score. Sac fly for Ben Revere. The Angels get on the board. It's 3-1 Oakland. Ben picks up his 13th run batted in.
It's good to see the offense respond right back. Oakland with 3. Already with 1 run here now in the bottom of the second. Helped out by that mistake by Brugman out on that base hit by Anderson Simmons, allowing Cole to get the 3rd, scores on a sac fly.
One out, one on. C.J. Cron now at the plate. Cron 0 for 3 with a walk last night.
Cron 2 for 5 in his career versus Cotton with a home run. Especially that changeup. If it drifts on the inner part of the plate, that is the baseball that Cron can hit a long way against Cotton. Threw him a cut fastball there. Pretty good spot. Percentage of pitches thrown 27% this season for Cotton. He'll throw his cut fastball, curveball 9%, changeup 19%, 45% his fastballs.
One ball, 2 strikes. CJ comes in batting .232, 6 home runs on the year, 24 runs batted in. Simmons on the move, and this is flared to center field. It's going to fall in there, and Simba keeps on running. Haven't seen the whirlybird in a while. That worked with 2 strikes.
You know, a lot of times, especially when you're on the move, you see someone going, you're just trying to make some contact. It's a break a ball, a pretty good break a ball. It's almost on the dirt. One of his best impersonation of Vlad Guerrero on this one. Flares it into the outfield, and with Simba on the run, 1st and 3rd. Love what the Angels have been doing of late as far as being aggressive.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, out to visit.
So used to seeing Kurt Young all those years.
Martin Maldonado, 236 on the season.
Well, he was looking first pitch fastball, and he got it. Fouled it straight back.
Martino for 4 last night. He's got Simmons standing at 3rd, Cron at 1st. 1 out. And this one off the shin guard of Maxwell. That's that tough line for a base runner at 3rd base on a ball that kind of goes to the right of a catcher, because you have no idea the depth perception.
You can't see how far that's going to be away, and if you're not sure about that, you're better off. You're already in scoring position at 3rd base. But the big thing about this allows C.J. Cron to go and get into scoring position. Maldonado signaled Anderson Simmons not to go not far enough away.
But you know what? You just showed it right there on that replay, that Simmons' reaction going towards home is as soon as you start to see that baseball come out. And that hits Maldonado on the head. It was an off-speed pitch, fortunately. Martin's been hit quite a bit this year.
It's the 15th time I think he's been hit.
And that one just continued to sail up and in toward Martin. They'll check him out. That's Adam Nevela, head trainer, and Soch, of course, out there.
Remember that pitch last night by Garcia was way up and in on him too. It was close to that same zone. See, it's a changeup. Try to turn it over. It stays upstairs, right on the helmet, by the ear of the helmet. He leads the American League in that category, being hit 15 times. concussion protocol right now. Adam Neville, Mike Scioscia out there just to make sure everything seems to be okay.
While he's been hit 15 times, a good chunk of those have been on that left elbow, left side, left arm.
Yeah, he doesn't give any space in that part of the plate. On that one, especially in an RBI situation, he was looking to get a pitch upstairs to drive. That's why there wasn't a whole lot of movement until the end. That changeup ran in.
Cliff Pennington up with the bases loaded. He takes upstairs. Cliff comes in batting .252. Has a home run and 10 runs batted in on the season. Pennington tonight getting the start at second base. 2 for 2 in his career against Cotton. He's got Simmons at third, Crone at second, Maldonado at first. 3-1 Oakland. We're in the second inning. Pennington tired of waiting, asked for time. 4 hits overall for the Angels, 3 here in the second inning. Error committed by Oakland. Brugman, the center fielder.
Imagine right now after that fastball, even though late on the swing, imagine Cotton will try that curveball right now.
Mike Scioscia saying he just wanted to give Coward a day off. That's why Pennington in the starting lineup. Change up and Pennington waves at him for round number 2. So bases still loaded, 2 outs now, and Yunel Escobar coming up. Escobar pulls it over to third. Chapman bobbles it, goes to Simeon, has a double clutch to first, not in time. Simeon looked to second. Had he just gone to first base, he probably would have had Escobar.
He had time to get the out at first base.
Chapman will get charged with an error. Should be no RBI on that.
And off the heel of the glove, and a very good fielding third baseman was unable to field that ground ball. And the slight hesitation by Simeon allows Escobar to get the first. Talked about glove bites in their defense and their struggles defensively on display here in the second inning.
2 errors this inning. Chapman's 4th, bases loaded for Trout. 3-2 Oakland. Trout with a base hit in the first inning. Mike Trout bobblehead night. First one on the way. Fastball. A cut fastball. Nice block by Bruce Maxwell.
Especially on that cutter, the spin of the baseball. That's not easy to keep in front. That was in front of the plate.
Now back. Pull on the changeup. Crow now third, Maldonado at second, Escobar at first.
Oh, change up upstairs.
Caught the strike zone.
Yep. That arm action on his changeup, it's definitely in the strike zone. Although a lot of times when you throw a changeup up there, you don't get the baseball back. A fan generally will get that baseball.
Underneath it, out to shallow left. Chris Davis has to come in on it. He's there, almost overruns it, and makes the catch. And it'll bring the second to a close. Angels sent 8 men to the plate, scored twice. 3-2 Oakland.
For his third inning of work, I'm Alex Curry, and tonight's a big night for Troy, making his first big league start. When I talked to him yesterday, he was very calm and collected. He told me that his teammates and coaches told him to treat this like a normal game. He said he would try to keep it as normal as possible, but the obvious big difference is looking out at the thousands more people here at the Big A than in AAA, and a couple of those fans will be Troy's girlfriend and college buddies that will be in the stadium cheering him on. He said it was a bit too far for his family to come from Connecticut. Luckily, they got to see his debut in Toronto. But Gooby, the biggest thing for Troy now will be to brush off that last inning and get back to his game plan.
Well, especially when your offense scores you 2 runs in the bottom of the second after that 3-run home run, even though they were unearned runs by Scribner. You see the offense coming back, and it has been pretty consistent over the last 6 games. So your mindset is, I'll put up some zeros, put myself in position to win.
It got thrown into the fire, too. Toronto with 46,000. Hostile territory there.
Yes.
And he ended up picking up the W. As the Angels came back and picked up that win Saturday in his debut. On Mom's birthday.
Yes.
Top of the order here. Matt Joyce to lead things off. Struck out in the first inning. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Scribner to go with 1 walk, 1 hit. That was the Chapman home run. A couple of errors for Oakland, costing them 2 runs. This one's lifted out the left. The Angels had 1 error in that second, and also
I don't think
Revere
Revere
can't
sees
find
it.
it. Now he finds it. 1 out. Oh, you saw Chris Davis.
He always has fun. I know that. He has no idea. And Anderson Simmons was pointing out, and that's what I was like, well, where are you pointing to? Somewhere in the sky. I got it. No problem. Well, you can do everything, can't you? Get over there and catch that.
There's absolutely 0 reference points in the sky that you can yell or point to while someone's looking up.
Up there. Oh, yeah, it's up there in the sky. I got it.
This is fouled back. It's like a pitcher pointing straight up on a fly ball to the outfield. What's that do?
Or the catcher when it's you throw a ball in the dirt.
Yeah.
It's behind you. Okay, is it right or left?
Yeah.
Straight behind you? Where's it at?
Ground ball to short. best is right. Wait a second. My right or your right? Stage right, camera right.
Just blocking to begin with, and you're all right.
I'm sure you may have shared that once or twice with one of your backstops. You know, you wouldn't have this problem if you actually just blocked the baseball.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep it in front of you. I don't care if I threw it in the left-handed batter's box or the right-handed batter's box. Just keep it in front.
2 outs, nobody on, and Simeon is retired on the ground out there. Here's your Jed Lowry, the second baseman. It's foul tipped into the mid. This is that tough sky, whether it's here or anywhere else. But if you don't see the ball off the bat, it is kind of a guess 'em, you know, just kind of go off the swing, the trajectory in which you thought you saw the baseball go up.
And you just go to a spot in the hope of that baseball. That's exactly what happened with Ben. He was going to an area. I think it could be there.
But the beauty of that, of going to that spot, that there's an internal clock, right? So after a while, when you don't find it, you end up ducking because you don't want that thing coming down on you. Scud missile and wearing it right on your chest or head, wherever, man. It could hit you anywhere. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the third. Just off the plate. 2-2. This one's on the third base side into foul territory. Escobar puts it away. A 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Troy Scribner. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Pujols to lead things off. Halos down 3-2.
Kia Sorrento on this day back in 1985. Rod Carew picked up his 3,000th hit. And he's wearing that Angel uniform, the only player ever to do so. He's hit into left field against the Minnesota Twins. Patented swing for Rod Carew. Frank Viola, sweet music, gives up that 3,000th hit of his career for Rod Carew going the other way. What a perfect swing, level swing once again for Rod.
Albert takes up and in. Pujols 0 for 1, grounded into a double play. His first plate appearance. $351st time in his career that he's grounded into a double play. He's an all-time record. This one's lined out to left. Davis is there. Catches the screamer for out number 1. He had been tied with Cal Ripken Jr. He was an all-right player. But Albert now stands alone as the major league leader, having grounded into double plays. You play long enough, you hit the ball hard long enough.
Well, look at all the guys that are in that category, all in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know why some people get hung up on it. whatever. There it is. Still going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Top 8, all Hall of Famers except for Albert Pujols, who will be in the Hall of Fame.
Cole with a base hit to lead off the second. Went the other way. Scored one of the 2 runs.
Some pretty good numbers power-wise in the month of August and September, but I really like that swing he had his first at bat here. Lines a single to the left side of the infield.
Mentioned that month of June that Cole had a very good one. Hit 324 that month. Coincided with Cameron Maben's very good month. One and 2.
Upper part of the strike zone with that fastball 94.
She went down the left field line. Maybe he's done it again, and this time he'll go for an extra base hit. Single and a double for Cole, going the opposite way. 14th double of the season.
Well, that's really good to see. That's when you know there's a good chance he can go into a long hit streak where he starts driving the baseball well. 2 hits the other way. It's a pretty good changeup. That's off the plate at 78. Stayed back on it well. He's got that foot down. Didn't try to do a whole lot with it. Didn't try to pull it. Shoots it down that left field line, picking up a double, his 14th double.
Here's Simmons. Bouncer left side. Chapman has it. 2 down.
Even though he's struggling a ground ball that last, and you can see that arm that Chapman has from third base. That is a power arm he has. Across the diamond quickly.
Revere with a sac fly in the second, picking up his 13th run batted in. Current 8-game hitting streak. Davis very shallow in left field toward the foul line. Trying to take away that little poke out there. Now with 2 outs, Cole's able to take a bigger lead at second base, representing the tying run. So back toward the middle. Simeon gloves it. Nice play. Shouldn't bend that way, and the Angels leave that man in scoring position. 3 complete. 3-2 Oakland. 56th ranked Sergio Pettis faces off against 7th ranked Brandon Moreno. UFC Fight Night tomorrow, 4 Pacific on FS1. 3-2 Oakland as we start the 4th. Troy Scribner, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk in his first big league start. 1 hit allowed. That was the home run to Chapman. The second inning. He's retired the side in order twice, in the 1st and 3rd. Chris Davis will lead things off here for the A's. First pitch, line went out toward center. Long run for Trout. This was a one hopper off the fence. A little surprised that he stopped at that one as Davis is in there with a double. Ball was hit pretty well. I thought that Trout had an opportunity. Davis picks up his 20th double of the season to lead off the 4th.
And don't know if he had a good read off this too. And again, we're talking about Davis jumping on a first pitch once again. That's back-to-back at bats. He's got a first pitch fastball. This one hops the wall, picking up another double, 20th double. Batting average mentioned at .436, and that first pitch is put in play. Including 9 home runs. Another batter that's very effective on the first pitch here, Alonso. So you got to be careful here.
Revere squeezes it for out number 1. Take down 1 pitch out of Yonder Alonso after he worked the walk in the 2nd inning.
Designated hitter, number 25, Ryan Healy.
Haley reached on the fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. It's the throwing error by Escobar at 2nd. And what could have been an inning-ending double play, and it'd be a 0-0 score going to the bottom of the 2nd. Eleventh error committed by Udell. Beach ball has made its way onto the warning track in right center. So the game will stop.
Trying to vary that look. Back at 2nd, Davis with 4 stolen bases. Oakland back to not running a whole lot, just 42 stolen bases this season.
Haley lifts one out the left. 2 down. Davis still standing at 2nd base. Bruce Maxwell coming up. Maxwell struck out in his first plate appearance. What a 3 for Scribner. Good off-speed pitch.
Very important for Scribner to be able to have that same arm action as his fastball. Change up there. That was a good one. Ran away. The left-handed batter. That fade action.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Just caught the outside part of the plate. Leadoff double for Chris Davis. This is way outside, full count. Chapman's on deck. Two, and he walked him. 2 out walk, second walk issued.
Looked like he tried to guide that changeup. What I mean by that is he really got back and all of a sudden going forward tried to slow down that arm action early in that at bat against Maxwell. He threw a perfect changeup because it looked exactly like a fastball. There he slowed down on his delivery, allows a hitter to track that and take that out of the strike zone. And he's facing a guy that just hit a 3-run home run against him in the first at bat with 2 on again here.
Two balls, no strikes, and now Maldonado going out.
Now you're in a fastball count, although he did hit a home run against a changeup back in the 2nd inning. Chapman against Scribner. Look, he had him set up for a fastball to a changeup. Instead, hits it out for a 3-run home run. Now a dangerous count for a guy with a lot of confidence against the pitcher, sitting on a fastball here, or at least in the zone to try to drive it again.
Good spot. 2-1. Davis standing at second. Maxwell at first. Oakland with a 3-2 lead. Top of the 4th inning. 61 pitches thrown by Troy so far. Just did make a move today. Added an arm to the bullpen. Daniel Wright called back up. Rod Flores made the start in right field the last 2 games. Last 3 games actually. Was designated for assignment. Wright's here and in the pen. 3-1. Chapman skies one out toward right. Pennington's going out, but it'll be Cole Calhoun's baseball. Oakland gets a couple on, leaves them stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom third of the order coming up. Down a run. Brought to you by the all-new 2017 Subaru Impreza. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers, insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit heffins.com.
3-2 Oakland, bottom of the 4th inning. Angels will send up Cron, Maldonado, and Pennington to face Jarrell Cotton. 1 strikeout. No walks, 1 hit batter. He has allowed 5 hits. Cron has 1 of them. A 1-out single to center in the 2nd inning. This is now toward left center field. Brugman, Davis. Brugman with a diving catch to rob Cron of a base hit. 1 down.
Well, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better play than that tonight anywhere around Major League Baseball. Brugman, full extension on the dive. It's our top-tier play brought to you by Arco. Outstanding read off the bat. It's off the end of the bat of C.J. Cron, but Brugman on full extension on the dive. Catches that just before it hits the outfield grass. Head is still eyes on the baseball. Hits that grass and controls the baseball in the glove. Outstanding defensive play by the center fielder.
So 1 out. Nobody on. Martin Maldonado at the plate.
Well, they always say how it always evens out. That little flare he had off just about on the dirt. He flared it into center field, but then Brugman makes an outstanding play against C.J. Cron, his 2nd at bat.
Hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. 15th time this year he's been plunked. 1-2.
That's a pretty good cut fastball.
Good crowd tonight. Finally filled in. A bobblehead giveaway on this Friday night.
Quick conversation with Cotton and Maxwell. Loves to throw his changeup on a 1-2 count to a right-handed batter.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Went with it. Didn't hit his spot this time.
Just got underneath this one, lifting it out to left center. Davis is there. 2 down. So it's Cliff Pennington coming up. Pennington struck out in his first plate appearance. 0 for 1. Changeup. You mentioned earlier that he's certainly not afraid to throw it. Will throw it a ton. I mean, he's got a lot of confidence in it. Why not? It's such a tough pitch, though. I mean, you better have a feel for it that night. There's a good one.
Yeah, and hitters this season, 230 batting average against his changeup with 4 home runs.
That's the pitch that got Pennington to swing and miss in the second. The only strikeout Cotton has picked up tonight. Oakland with 2 hits, the Angels with 5. Got him looking. There's that cutter. Locks up Pennington in a 1-2-3 inning for Cotton. The first one tonight for him. We're headed to the 5th inning with Oakland on top 3-2.
Crisp, Coors Light. The Angels have been involved in a lot of close games. Beat the Phillies last night 5-4. 19 one-run wins this season. 19-14, 15 wins at home. One-run games, and another one-run game right now going on between Oakland and the Angels. And that's pretty much been the history since about 2002. A lot of close games.
Troy Scribner back out for his 5th inning of work. He'll face 9-1-2. Brugman, Joyce, and Simeon here in the 5th. Escobar in on the grass at 3rd. Back-to-back off-speed pitches. Brugman 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Trying to go back-to-back-to-back changeups.
Oh, 2 to 3-2. And he walks him. 3rd walk issued by Scribner. That to me has got to be the most frustrating thing as a pitching coach, where you get a guy that's completely fooled on changeups, and all of a sudden you try to nibble or try to make the perfect pitch after that, and then you end up kind of getting out of sync.
Yeah, you could start that changeup if you wanted to go to the 3rd one on the plate and drift away. He's had good fade action in the first 2. Now all of a sudden you have a base runner and Matt Joyce at the plate with pretty good power. See how he started that one in the middle of the plate and it ran down.
Joyce, a strikeout and a fly ball to left. Short lead for Bregman over at first. 1-1. Making ball, and Scribner falls down. Stumbled after delivering that pitch.
See on the follow through, turning of the ankle and straight down the landing foot. Mike Scioscia thought about going out there to the checkup on Troy Scribner.
Two balls, one strike. Angels trying to get some action going to their bullpen now. Caden Middleton, first man up. Three, 1. Maldonado is going to go out, and this is just a stall tactic to get Middleton an opportunity to loosen up.
Well, we were even touching on this in the pregame show, how important Maldonado is for Troy Scribner and his success. If he can have that and get through this inning, get him back, get him more confident, knowing the right things to say when he runs out to his pitcher.
Back-to-back walks to start the 5th. This after starting the 5th on an 0-2 count. It's the 4th walk issued. 2 on, nobody out. See how much longer Scioscia goes with him. They're waiting to hear if Middleton's ready to go. He's going to pull the chute here, I'd imagine.
I would imagine just to make sure he's okay. That was a couple quick conversations with Charles Nagy and Scott Radinsky. You get away with it and talk bunt strategy here. But Mike Scioscia is going to go to the bullpen now.
Scribner faces 2 batters here. The 5th, walks both of them. And is going to be yanked out of this game here. Down 3-2, but with property at first and second base. Pitching change first of the ball game. Halos trailing at 3-2.
minute baseball break. Yu Darvish dealt in his Dodger debut. 7 shutout innings, 10 punch-outs as the Dodgers beat the Mets 6-0. James Paxton, the big maple, dealt 7 straight wins, 1.59 ERA during that stretch. Went 6 innings as the Mariners beat the Royals in Kansas City 5-2. Now let's take a look at our showstopper around the majors. Carlos Stanton. It's R.A. Dickey and knuckleball. Well, it was knuckling about 477 feet out of the yard for Giancarlo Stanton. Talk about crushing a baseball, and that's all your power against a knuckleball coming in at that speed. Stanton, big fly.
I'm going to go Tommy Topper on you. You showed those 2 pitchers.
Yeah.
Bartolo Colon, a 105-pitch complete game win against the Texas Rangers, becoming the oldest, I should say, American League pitcher with a complete game win of 9 innings or more since Nolan Ryan, July 4th, 1992.
Did you go name that tune on me?
Tommy Topper. First pitch swinging by Marcus Semien, and it's fouled back. Semien, a fly ball to right and a ground ball to short. Middleton facing a couple of men on, nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, when you see from this Oakland lineup, they are incredibly aggressive on the first pitch. Used to be a team that worked patience, wanted to work walks. That's a different team.
Bregman at second. Joyce at first. 0-2 from Keenan. Upstairs. That just takes it to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scribner, 4 innings plus 2 batters, 2 hits, including the home run to Chapman, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's responsible for the 2 guys on base. Down goes Semien, 1 away. Just blew right by him.
Yeah, ran a high fastball, and generally when you think of Semien, he can hit a high fastball well, but that one at 97 gets a swing and miss. Stayed upstairs throughout that at bat. Good little late running action too, outer part of the plate.
Jed Lowry twice is hit a fly ball to left. Will get a strike. Oakland with 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on. The Angels 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and have stranded 4. Shot through the left side, a base hit. Bregman is going to be stopped at third base.
Pretty surprised at that. Might be a break for the Angels. Although Ben Revere charged that one well.
So bases loaded for Chris Davis.
Lowry, he stayed back on that one well. Gets that ball through the hole between short and third. And Bregman, pretty good speed. Had a read. He was thinking he was going to be sent home. Has to quickly get back to the base. Davis has rolled into 14 double plays. Remember that first pitch swinging. Very aggressive. You better hit your spot.
Davis 1 for 2. He doubled to lead off the 4th inning and was stranded in scoring position. Looking for the double play ball. And Keenan delivers upstairs. Did not go. That's Jerry Meals, the crew chief, saying no, sir. Davis, the team leader, double play balls, 14. Cuts through this one. 96.
Good look at the defense for the Angels with the bases loaded, one out. Out to right, hit well. Cole's got to race back, and this one is off the top of the wall. One run is in. Being waved home is Matt Joyce. It's a 2 RBI double for Chris Davis going the opposite way, and it's a 5-2 Oakland lead. Second double of the night for Davis. I didn't see a breaking ball from Middleton since he came in.
Going to fastball, wanted to inside, out over the plate. The good swing there by Davis, staying back short on a swing and is trying to drive the ball that way. Hits it off the wall. Cole getting in quickly, preventing more damage done. A 2-run double. There's 2 walks, end up scoring 3 walks. 3 of the 4 walks tonight by Scribner have scored.
Book is closed on Scribner. 5 runs allowed. Second and third, 1 out. Infield. Looks like he's playing at normal depth. He just intentionally walked Yonder Alonso to load him up. Looking for that double play ball with Ryan Healy at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a fly ball to left. Healy, skies went out to shallow right. Lowry's not tagging. Pennington calling for it.
No, the infield fly.
It's not automatic.
Not until an infielder gets back it under the baseball will they call that now.
2 down. Maxwell, the 8th man to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. 5-2 Oakland. Ball and strike. Lowry at third, Davis at second, Alonso at first. All 3 belong to Middleton. Book closed now on Scribner.
.91-mile-an-hour slider. A little flatter on that slider though. Control went away from Troy Scribner here in the 5th. 2 walks, end up scoring on that double by Chris Davis to right field.
You hate to harp on it, but an inning that started 0-2.
Yeah,
on the
have
number
a
9
chance
hitter.
to get that number 9 hitter, get some momentum going.
This one's out towards center. Trout moving over. Oakland will leave them loaded, but they scored twice. Both charged to Scribner. They lead it 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be the top of the order coming up against Jarrell Cotton. Escobar, Trout, and Pujols. Cotton so far 2 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed, 1 hit batter. He's coming off of 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. The first time tonight that he's retired the side in order.
Remember at opening we were talking about the Angels last night. 31st comeback victory. They have another one in them today against Oakland. Down by 3 runs here in the 5th.
Escobar's 0 for 2. He's grounded out. Reached on an error. Pretty close to being a strike, and it's 1-1.
A little bit off the plate, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And generally a lot of pitches from Cotton, especially his cutter and fastball, upper part of the strike zone.
Out to right. Matt Joyce moving over. 1 down.
And another pitch upstairs in the strike zone.
So Trout will bat. Mike came up with the bases loaded in the 2nd, hit that fly ball to left to end the inning. 1 for 2 on the night. Singled in the 1st inning. It's a fastball. Flares one out to right field. Long run for Joyce, and not gonna get there. It's a fair ball. Boy, nice play by Joyce to glove that somehow. And even get rid of it as Trout is in there with a double.
Yeah, Joyce had to go a long way. If that ball kicks away from him, Trout's going to be running for quite a while. Pretty good throw in the second base also for Matt Joyce. Placed perfectly right at that line. Quickly turns around, and off balance throw. Got a lot on that throw also. Just 4 hits away from 1,000 for Trout now. 2 hits tonight. And Joyce don't look real comfortable after trying to get to that baseball. Had to go a long way.
Albert 0 for 2. Double play ball and a line out the left. It's an off-speed pitch for a strike. Ground ball toward the hole. No throw. Nice dig by Alonso. 2 outs. And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 2 outs. Trout still standing at 2nd. And it's Cole Calhoun coming up. Cole with a couple of hits, a single and a double. Halos 0 for 6 tonight. Men in scoring position.
Already 2 hits in the game for Cole. Big moment here.
Bigger still the fact that the Royals and the Rays lost tonight. 2 teams ahead of the Angels.
Yankees also.
Yankees also. So the Angels with an opportunity to pick up a game as far as the wild card. At the start of the day, 3 back. With a victory, could get to 2 back. See Jesse Chavez, the former starter, move to the bullpen at the start of the homestand. Getting ready. He'll come on and pitch the 6th. 2-1.
And the way Cotton has pitched, Calhoun is forcing him to hit the ball to left field. Everything's been away. He's thrown a lot of changeup percentages of changeups in this game so far. A little over 28%, 28.4%. And in the game, about 19% of the time he has thrown a changeup. More so tonight.
Trout with a 1-out double standing at second base. Trying to sneak a fastball away. Cotton really slowing things down here. 72 pitches, especially with 2 outs. Change it. Fouled off.
Boy, every single pitch has been away against Calhoun in this at bat. Whether it's a fastball or changeup. 73 pitches, 54 of them strikes.
Cole hits one out toward right center field. It's playable for Joyce. And he cuts in front of Brugman to make the catch at the last second. A little miscommunication there, but the 3rd out is recorded. The Angels leave another in scoring position. We're headed to the 6th inning. Oakland leads it.
being brought to you by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, the new benchmark of minivans. Test drive one at your local Chrysler dealership today.
By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. Oakland's on top as we begin the 6th inning, 5-2. The opening game of this 3-game series. Jesse Chavez takes over on the mound for Keenan Middleton, who ended up having to face 6 batters. Struck out 1, walked 1, and allowed 2 hits but no runs. Jesse pitching in his 23rd game. This will be his 2nd relief appearance of the season. He's 5-10 with a 5.43 ERA. He started 21 games for the Angels. 114 plus innings, 88 punch-outs, 40 walks, facing his one-time team, the Oakland Athletics. And it'll be 8-9-1. Chapman, Brugman, and Joyce. Chapman with a home run. The 2nd inning, a fly ball to right in the 4th.
And it helps out for Jesse Chavez to be acclimated to coming out and how many pitches you need to throw to get ready out of the bullpen to pitch in a game. When you start, your preparations are completely different as compared to out of the bullpen.
Toward one.
All pitches away, lower part of the strike zone so far for Chavez against Chapman.
Full count.
Get on top of that curveball. Brugman on deck. That leadoff walk last inning led to a couple runs. Scored on that 2-run double by Chris Davis.
Chapman shoots one down the line. Toward the corner. Cole plays the carom cleanly, but it's a double for Chapman to lead off the 6th inning.
Big game so far for the El Toro High School product. Cal State Fullerton. 3-run home run, now a double down the right field line. Fastball, just try to hit it that way. Stay back on it well. Pretty good swing for Chapman. That's the approach he was taking. Lines it into that corner for a double. His 8th double of the season.
Third consecutive inning in which a leadoff man has reached for Oakland. Brugman led off last inning with a walk and a run scored. Loft this one foul.
Good location with the fastball. Pitching him away. Trying to prevent Brugman from pulling the ball to the right side of the infield to advance Chapman to third.
Brugman takes a called strike, 3-1 away.
Great spot. It's a veteran on the mound there, and Jesse Chavez trying to prevent Chapman from getting over the third on an out. Stays away all the pitches. You can see right there, finished him off. And our flash strike with a perfect fastball right on the corner. 92.
Matt Joyce, the leadoff man. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Gets away, trying to take third as Chapman. He'll get in there. Nice play by Escobar to scoop that one hopper. So wild pitch puts a man at third. Good read by Chapman.
Yeah, that baseball didn't get too far away from Maldonado. Read that one well. Good secondary lead. See, he gets in that good secondary lead. Reads that one away from Maldonado and quickly makes his way to third. Now they're going to force the infield in for the Angels with Matt Joyce at the plate.
What a one. Leadoff double for Chapman. Moving to third on the wild pitch. Simeon's on deck. 3 runs for Oakland in the second, 2 in the fifth.
Well, you got to try that pitch again. It's a little bit off the strike zone. More than likely, you'll get Matt Joyce to chase that.
Especially if you get a batter coming out of the batter's box shaking his head in disagreement.
That means he's got to feel he has to protect that outer part of the plate to try to exploit that, though a little bit further away. Going away, Maldonado.
Full count. Seems like we've said that quite a bit tonight. Those pitchers have had a lot of 3-2 counts tonight. That's ripped down the right field line. 6-2 Oakland. Joyce on his way to second. The second double of the inning for the Athletics. 20th of the season for Joyce. Picks up his 43rd run batted in.
It was a fastball, but this time inside. After a couple pitches, or good pitches away, went inside part of the plate. Joyce brings his hands in and hooks it down the line for a double. 20th of the season. 43rd RBI for the former Angel.
Simeon's 0 for 3. Fly ball to right, ground down to strikeout. Ground ball toward third, backhanded by Escobar.
Good tough in between. Good play
down
by Escobar at third base. Tough hop. A little short hop, able to scoop it and throw at Simeon, who runs well down the line.
Lowry 1 for 3 with a single. Just misses low. All Oakland tonight, 6-2. They play with 2 outs into the 6th. Troy Scribner, the starting pitcher for the Angels. 5 runs in his 4+ innings. Middleton 1 scoreless, but allowed those 2 runs in the 5th. 3-0. Davis on deck. It's a 7th 3-ball count Angels pitchers have had tonight. (3-1). Chris Davis on deck.
He's already had a big game himself. 2 doubles for Davis, including a 2-run double his last at bat.
Full count. (3-2) fouled back.
Had a pretty good hack. That got a little bit more of the strike zone than the last 2 pitches. One Jed Lowry took. The last one missed it.
There's a payoff pitch. Lowry shoots it out to left for Veers there. Oakland adds a run here in the 6th inning. They're up 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the frame. Cespedes and the Metropolitans. It's Dodgers Mets beginning tomorrow at noon Pacific on FS1. Here in the opening game of this 3-game set, Halos down 6-2 as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. Simmons, Revere, and Crone to face Drell Cotton. Simmons 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch bouncing 1 to third. It goes foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
.304 batting average, 13-game hit streak with that base hit. His first at bat for Andrelton Simmons.
Two on. Top part of the zone. That's where he's pretty much lived tonight, especially with that off speed.
And generally, when you throw off speed upper part of the strike zone, you're looking for trouble. Especially when you think about it, 15 home runs allowed coming in the game and a little over 80 innings pitched. There they are, the Simba fan club. I think they're a little happier. There's a little less humidity tonight.
3-2. Taps it foul. .80 pitches for the A's right-hander. Mentioned the tough 2 starts he had against the Angels earlier this year. He's been solid so far tonight. And that is a borderline pitch. It goes the Angels' way. It's a leadoff walk. First free pass issued by Cotton.
.32nd walk of the season for Andrelton Simmons. Mentioned that 28 last year, the whole season.
Liam Hendricks, it's loosening. Ben Revere sack fly in the second inning, grounded out in the third.
Ben Revere reaches. This might be the last batter of the game for Cotton.
Ground ball to the right side, a base hit. Simmons will advance to second and stop right there. 2 on, nobody out with Crone coming up. Sure enough, here comes Bob Melvin. You know, we were talking about this with the Phillies. The A's aren't playing for anything this year other than trying to figure out what you've got. Not necessarily trying to rack up the win totals. You figured a young pitcher like Terrell Cotton, you say, you know what?
See, you can fight his
You've
way
got
through
a
it.
4-run lead. How are you ever going to learn to fight through these situations if you're not given the opportunity to do so?
I agree, Victor, on that one. Especially, you know, he's got good stuff. I mean, he can still rush that fastball mid-upper 90s. Changeup, very, very good. But now all of a sudden it's down to the bullpen to try to bail him out.
That's just a 5-inning start for him. That's all it is for Cotton. So a pitching change for Oakland. The first 2 have reached for the Angels. Halos are down 6-2 here in the 6th.
Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by Hyundai. There's no better time to buy a new Hyundai than now. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit buyhyundai.com.
Halos down 6-2 here in the 6th inning. You've had the first two reach. Cotton throws 83 pitches, 5+ innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts and a walk, 7 hits allowed. He's responsible for 2 guys on base. So the Angels will have their shot against this Oakland A's bullpen. Liam Hendricks first up. This will be his 48th game, 3-2 mark, and a 5.48 ERA. The 28-year-old native of Perth, Australia.
And his fastball is 92-97. He'll throw a curveball, slider, changeup. Throw a lot of fastballs first pitch. If you're Crone, sit on a fastball first pitch.
He gets one on the outside part of the plate. Crone is 1 for 4 in his career against Hendricks. TJ 1 for 2 in the game.
Good speed on the bases here for the Angels. A little different pitcher, and Hendricks a little longer as far as times to the plate as compared to Cotton. Revere with 15 stolen bases. Simmons with 16. You see, that's a longer throwing motion.
Crone's taking 2 fastballs. He's behind in the count at 0-2. Maldonado on deck. A roller up the middle. Lowry takes the bag, and that's it. They only get one out of it. A little miscommunication there. What I thought was going to be a double play.
Yeah, that should have been a double play. And to see them looking and talking to each other, Simeon and Lowry at the bag at second with frustrations. That's a perfect pitch for Hendricks. He jams C.J. Crone. That makes it even more difficult as a hitter to get down and out of the batter's box. Still have a shot to score some runs here. Otherwise, that's a double play ball. Man on third with 2 outs.
First and third for Maldonado's hit by a pitch into second. Hit a fly ball to left in the 4th inning. No balls and a strike. Halos now 0 for 8 tonight with men in scoring position, so they've certainly had their opportunities. 6-2 here in the 6th inning. The struggles that the A's bullpen has had this year, 14-17 as a unit with a 4.69 ERA. No Sean Doolittle, no Ryan Madsen. They're both gone to DC.
Boy, Madsen's been very good for the Nationals so far.
They also picked up Kinsler from Minnesota. 3 pretty good pickups for a bullpen that has struggled for DC.
All of a sudden, a good back end of the bullpen to go along with that great offense they have.
One ball and strike.
It's the 1 count for Hendricks where you can kind of sit back and look for a fastball away. I'm throwing him a slider. There's a lot of sliders, 1-2 counts to a right-handed batter.
Cron takes off. Big rip by Maldonado. He fouls it back. And the Angels have made an announcement, by the way, while we're in the middle of this, and there's a foul ball on Matt Shoemaker. Shoemaker continues to experience progressive symptoms related to radial nerve compression. At this point, surgical intervention is a consideration. We will continue to gather information, consult with Matt, and we'll update a plan of care when appropriate. So not a good sign for Matt.
This the other day had a long conversation. He felt great throwing his bullpen, but he was wondering how he was going to feel the day after.
What I just read to you is the statement that the Angels just put out, and they're making the announcement now in the press box.
What a change is from the other day. We were talking about his power bullpen, how he felt everything was coming out of his hand very, very well.
1-2. The dirt, nice block. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cron not on the move that time. Matt apparently felt something in the second inning of his bullpen today. That's the issue at hand. Tyler Skaggs will finally come off the disabled list from his oblique issue tomorrow night. And get to start for the Angels against Oakland. We're still in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-2 Oakland. 1 out. There's at first and third. Simmons at third, Cron at first. CJ takes off. That's downstairs. Little bobbled. Otherwise, Simmons was going to come home. I think he's going to try to go double steal if they throw down to second base. Cron picks up his second stolen base.
Decent jump, but if he's quick on that throw, you have a shot at throwing, especially when you're up 6-2. If you're Oakland, you take a shot at second base. Fortunate enough for the Angels, Cron's able to steal that second base in scoring position. 2 in scoring position now for Martin Maldonado. Has worked into a full count now.
Three-2. Maldonado pops him into shallow center. Simeon going out. 2 outs. And after that breaking ball out of the zone. So 2 outs, and it'll be up to Pennington. Runners remaining at second and third base. Hendricks wants to do baseball. Pennington 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Cliff getting the start tonight at second base. Coward. I guess the old maintenance day for the 25-year-old. Pennington lines with a center field a base hit. Should bring home 2. Simmons will score easily. Cron chugging home from third. It's a 2 RBI single. And it is 6-4 Oakland. Those 2 runs good charge to Jerome Cotton.
That pitch was upstairs, and Cliff Pennington made him pay for it. Stayed back on that high fastball above the belt. Lines it into center field, drive it in 2. Nice swing there from Pennington.
So Escobar will come to the plate now with 2 outs and Pennington at first.
Won't be surprised to see Pennington on the move. Big swing there, cut that deficit down to 2 runs now.
Pennington now with 12 runs batted in on the year. Escobar's 0 for 3. Now hitless in his career against Liam Hendricks, 0 for 11. Takes a strike.
Looks like Pennington wants to go here.
He's on the move. Escobar fouls it off. Pennington had a huge jump.
Looked like he was going again. Close play at first. Especially on an 0-2 count, anticipating the break a ball in the dirt. See, leaning, and that's a dive back to that back part of the base. Just got that hand in before the tag was applied by Alonso. Always go to that back of the base. A longer tag for the first baseman. Pennington with 3 steals this season. That's at 29 for the A's back in 2010. Big lead again.
Oh, 2. That's fouled off.
A lot of times you think in terms of it's going to be a break ball potentially in the dirt. Even if Pennington's thrown out, you have a fresh at bat next inning for Escobar to lead off the 7th. But if Pennington's able to get to second base and be successful in scoring position, and you know Escobar has been very good as an Angel with runners in scoring position.
Kind of goes back to that 0-1 pitch in which Pennington had the huge jump, and it wasn't a pitch right down the middle where you could leave the ballpark with.
That was borderline. It could have been caught a ball.
Escobar ended up fouling it off, and Pennington went back to first. This is a flare out to center. Brugman coming on. He'll play this one on a hop. He's already made one spectacular play. I thought for a second there that he was going to make another one. So Uni picks up his first career hit against Liam Hendricks. The Angels have 2 on, 2 outs. And that's going to be it for Hendricks with Trout due up. Ryan Dole, right-hander, getting ready. He'll come into this ball game. We have ourselves a pitching change, the second of the 6th. 2 runs in, 6-4 Oakland.
Skaggs making his first start since April 28th. 5 starts this season at 10 all of last year. Very confident. Has struggled though throughout his career against Oakland, but it's good to see Tyler Skaggs getting that start tomorrow night.
Ryan Dole takes over for Liam Hendrick. 23rd game of the season, 2-2 and a 5.30 ERA. He's going to face Mike Trout with Penick standing at second, Escobar at first. Mike 1 for 6 in his career against Dole.
Surprising too, a lot of pitches lower part of the strike zone. Fastball is not overpowering, 89-93. Slider throws a lot, and a good changeup. Tried to ride that fastball upper part of the strike zone. It flattens out. It's much better with movement lower part of the strike zone, but trying to go in against Trout's strength lower part of the strike zone.
One pitch upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, talk about a great hack in his zone. Found a straight back. Lower part of that strike zone, outside corner.
Mike tonight 2 for 3, a single and a double and a fly ball to left.
Likes to throw his slider on a 2-2 count, the right-handed batter.
There it is, overthrown. Bob Melvin has opened this one up to the bullpen by taking Jarrell Cotton out of the game after the first 2 reached. Runners go, and it's ball 4. So Albert will bat with the bases loaded.
That's still impressive for Trout. Did not expand the strike zone. Back-to-back sliders out of the zone. Sharp break to it from Dole. Took the walk, allows Albert to come up with the bases loaded.
Albert hitless tonight, 0 for 3. Double play ball in the first. Fly ball to left in the third. A ground out to short in the 5th. Pujols 1 for 7 in his career against Ryan Dole. Sitting at 608 career home runs. 1 away from tying Sammy Sosa. First pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate.
That ran and got the zone, 93.
You'd think that pitch sets up the slider. See what they decide to do. Overthrown breaking ball, and the ball didn't get far enough away from Pennington to try to advance, especially with 2 outs.
No, and you have Albert at the plate. You have to make sure you can score. Cotton looking on.
Dole's ready, the 1-1. Popped up down the left field line. Chapman, Simeon, Chapman, the third baseman, way under control, able to make the play. And the Angels will leave them loaded. The Halos scored twice in 6-4 Oakland as we head to the 7th. brought to you by Carson Toyota. Come see the difference a family-owned dealership can make. 6-4 Oakland, top of the 7th inning. Jesse Chavez back out for his 2nd inning of work. Ended up facing 5 batters in the 6th inning. He's going to get Chris Davis, Yonder Alonso, and Ryan Healy. 4, 5, 6 for the Athletics here in the 7th. By the way, that was a really nice play by Matt Chapman, the third baseman. He's the only guy that's getting to that ball, and he was completely under control. That's a tough play for a third baseman going that far.
And he took a great angle and route to that pop-up from Albert Pujols.
Jesse falls behind to start the 7th inning. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
He had that one tough play early in the game, but it's been solid defensively since. Very good at the plate also.
Go back and take a look at that play by Matt.
See where he's at and the angle he's got to take. Well, you look at his head, still, eyes right on that baseball. Drifted out, an outstanding play.
Over to third, backhanded by Escobar. 1 away. Davis 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles, 2 runs batted in. Retired to start the 7th. Here comes Yonder Alonso.
And Alonso very aggressive on the first pitch.
Alonso intentionally walked his last time up. He's drawn 2 walks today. And a fly ball to left, the 4th, so he's 0 for 1. Broken bat roller to second. Pennington has it. Get out. Hey, join the Angels for Family Sunday. Guess when, Gooby?
Is that possibly on Sunday?
It happens to fall on Sunday this week. Oakland A's are in town. Visit the Gate 5 courtyard for fun activities. And after the game, kids in attendance get to run the bases. For more information on Family Sunday, presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink, go to angels.com. Appropriately named.
This Sunday.
Happens to fall on Sunday. Who knew? Don't even need a calendar. So 2 outs, nobody on, and Ryan Healy, the DH, up.
No itinerary for that.
No. Down and away. Healy, a fielder's choice, a fly ball to left, and a pop-up. He's also scored a run, so he's 0 for 3. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Good changeup after a fastball. Took off a series of signs from Maldonado, Jesse Chavez did. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Now you wonder if you go cutter or slider away.
Got him upstairs to the fastball. Jesse with a 1-2-3 7th stretch time here at the Big A. Halos down 6-4. Angels a 9 total hits for the Halos. Multi-hit game for Cole Calhoun, a double, a single. He's also scored a run. Ben Revere with a sac fly. Trout with a couple of hits, a double, a single. He's also drawn a walk. That on base percentage continues to go up.
Yeah, Trout is 4 hits away from 1,000 in his career. You know, Escobar is 1 hit away from 1,500.
Daniel Coulomb takes over on the mound for Liam Hendricks. 47th game, 2-1 record, a 2.43 ERA. Pardon me, for Ryan Dole.
Fastballs 89-93, curveball, slider, changeup. Was to throw a first pitch slider to the lefties often.
Breaking ball, misses outside.
It's a pretty good break to that.
Cole 2 for 3, a single to double and a fly ball to right field. Double by Cole back in the 3rd inning, his 14th of the year. Both of his hits tonight going the opposite way. Base hit through the left side, the double down the left field line. No.
There are times in which Mike Scioscia would give Cole the green light on a 3-0, but I think right now, if you're Cole, you need to get on base for Andrelton Simmons. I think you're going to take one here.
Borderline pitch, and he gets the call.
Yeah,
3-1.
That could have easily been called a ball.
Yeah. There's ball 4, so lead off walk to start the 7th. Not what you wanted if you're Bob Melvin. All 3 walks for Oakland in this game, coming in the last inning plus.
Bringing up the tying run to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. On base twice, single, and a walk. 2 runs scored. The conversation out on the mound.
Simon Castro getting ready for Oakland, the right-hander. Simmons tonight on board twice with a single and a walk, and he's also grounded out. 1 for 2.
And another first pitch slider out of the strike zone once again.
Anderson has faced Coulomb before. He's 0 for 1. Oakland with 6 runs on 6 hits, have stranded 6. Halos 4 runs, 9 hits, have left 8 men on. Two 2-0.
2-0 count now for Andrelton Simmons, center in on his own. Won't help him out. He's thrown 7 pitches, 6 of them out of the strike zone.
Good lead for Cole over at first base. 3-0.
And I think you think the same terms. You're just going to take a pitch because he's going to have to come right back with a fastball more than likely if he does throw a 3-0 strike.
And he walked him back-to-back walks to start the 7th. Ben Revere coming to the plate.
Wonder if Ben Revere will be asked to bunt.
Figured it's the last batter for the lefty, with Crone coming up. Castro ready to go in the pen.
Keep in mind, even with a bunt situation, Oakland has struggled mightily defensively this season.
So Cole at second, Simmons at first, and now a conversation. Corner infielders in for Oakland, not showing bunt, and it's down in the dirt.
Pretty good scoop by Maxwell behind the plate. Overthrown slider. That's 3 straight batters. First pitch slider well out of the strike zone.
No sacrifices this year for Ben. Did have a sac fly back in the second. 2-0. You got a guy on the mound that's walked 2 guys. Now he's fallen behind.
He's aiming the baseball.
Yeah.
Makes it more difficult to throw a strike. 10 pitches out of the strike zone of the 11th thrown. Again, as a hitter, you're just looking in your zone where you can drive the baseball. It doesn't have to be a fastball. You're looking in your zone. Otherwise, take it.
Shows bunt, takes a strike. That was just a kind of a little head game there. See if he could distract him. 2-1 pitch. Ben fights it off. That pitch was up and in. Borderline though, could have gone either way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halos tonight. 1 for 11 with men in scoring position. That one was the single by Pennington in the 6th inning that brought home the 2 runs to make it a 2-run deficit. Crone on deck.
He will throw a breaking ball often in this count.
Upstairs, full count. He's a little bit out of sorts as far as the mechanics are concerned.
Yeah, and he's real quick on his breaking ball. Yeah, still would not be surprised if he threw a slider here.
What will the runners do? They don't go. 3-2, and there's ball 4. So he's loaded them up with 3 walks to start the 7th. And Bob Melvin making the trek back out to the mound. He's wearing out a path here the last 2 innings. And Coulombe, who's been solid for the most part this year as far as command is concerned, brought in here to start the 7th inning. He's walked the 3 batters he faced. He departs. And we got a pitching change. Halos down by 2 with the bases loaded here in the 7th inning. Business of Sports brought to you by Auto Nation. Low price, no pressure, guaranteed. Bottom of the 7th, Daniel Coulombe came in as the reliever for Bob Melvin with a 2-run lead. Still has that 2-run lead, but he walked all 3 batters he faced. And Blake Trinan, 29-year-old, Osage City, Kansas native, takes over here. His 47th game between Washington and Oakland. He was part of the package that came over in the Ryan Madsen, Sean Doolittle trade. C.J. Cron at the plate. Calhoun's at 3rd. Simmons at 2nd. Revere at 1st. A good speed on the bases for the Angels. Down by 2 runs. Looks like they're going to run that first one inside on C.J. And they did. And he fouls it off his leg.
We've seen that a lot of late with the man on 3rd base, runners in scoring position. That very first pitch inside on C.J. Cron, and that pitch was a little bit off the plate. And Trinan's got a power sinking fastball. He's 95-98. Will throw a slider, a changeup, and a split finger fastball.
Crow tonight 1 for 3. Good numbers in his career with the bases loaded. Trinan, a guy that's got a pretty good sinker.
And that's that power sinker. Both 97 mile an hour in on C.J. Cron. Usually you'll see a sinker or a slider when he's ahead of the count 0-2 against a right-handed batter.
Tried it originally of Oakland A's selection, 7th round pick back in 2011 out of South Dakota State.
Looks like he's going to try a slider here.
One down. Disheartening plate appearance there. Looks like Martin Maldonado gets called back. Luis Valbuena is going to get an opportunity here.
Another conversation out on the mound.
Valbuena 1 for 10 as a pinch hitter this year. With Maldonado taken out of the game, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Angels have already stranded the bases loaded twice in this game. They did it back in the 2nd. They did it last inning. That was the 6th. Valbuena comes in hitting just 190. Had the start last night, went 0 for 3. That's the starting third baseman. Infield back at double play depth. Valbuena 2 for 2 in his career against Trinan. First pitch in there for a strike.
Especially when you see his fastball running to that side of the plate, you have to think in terms you have to drive the ball if you're Valbuena to left center field. Try to pull it, could be trouble. He's going to stay away with that sinking fastball.
Going back outside, here's the 0-1. Valbuena shoots it to left field, a base hit. Calhoun will score. Simmons being waved around, and we are tied at 6. Luis Valbuena with a pinch hit, 2 RBI single.
Boy, just like we said, you have to look to go the other way against that hard sinker. Real solid approach by Luis Valbuena. And it was Buena, that swing from Luis Valbuena. And no hesitation for Ron Renneke, even though this ball was hit very hard to left. Chris Davis out in left field. They're going to challenge him. And a tremendous bat flip, by the way. I still have not seen that bat land. It's a great swing from Luis Valbuena. Driving in two, tying it up.
Pennington 1 for 3, had a 2 RBI single his last time up. Revere, the base runner at second base. Off speed pitch, swing and a miss.
Hamilton Simmons with 3 runs scored, including twice walking and scoring.
Pennington has 1 plate appearance in his career against Trinan. He's 0 for 1. 1 out, 2 men on. 6-6 game here in the 7th. 0-2. Down and in. Got the slider. Trying to the fourth reliever used by Melvin. 1-2. And boy, that should have been strike three.
That was a good pitch.
That froze the home plate umpire, Chris Siegel.
Right on the inside corner. More likely, you got to be swinging if you're Cliff Pennington on a borderline pitch now. Bob Melvin not real happy with that, nor should he be happy with 3 walks to start this inning. Going back inside.
Pennington grounds one to the right side. Lowry comes up with it, fires it to center. He's got to play it again. Revere ends up at third base, so fielder's choice. Puts runners at first and third and 2 outs now. So it'll be up to Yanel Escobar. You know what? Just to take that, extrapolate that a little bit further. You can almost blame Bob Melvin for taking Jarrell Cotton out of this game. He started this little snowball down the hill by removing Cotton after the first 2 reaches against the starter to start the 6th inning.
In the last 2 innings, 3 walks have scored, and the Angels have tied the game.
Cotton had been throwing the baseball well. Nice block behind the plate. Maxwell's been tested tonight a couple of times. He's done a nice job so far on the pitches in the dirt. A couple overthrown breaking balls tonight. Yanel 1 for 4, had a base hit in his last plate appearance. Go ahead run standing at third base at Ben Revere. Pennington, the base runner at first. There's another one, 2-0.
Escobar coming in this game, .310 batting average with runners in scoring position. Cole scored a run this inning, worked a walk.
Uni, little dribbler toward third. Chapman comes in. Off balance, Will can't handle it. He loses the baseball on the transfer, and the Angels lead it 7-6.
See Chapman, he's coming in on the baseball. Charging it well, has a chance with Escobar down the line, but loses the handle of the baseball on the transfer. Another error by Oakland.
Infield single and an RBI for Escobar.
It'll be an infield hit out of that. 1,500th hit for his career. Congratulations to Escobar.
Here's Trout with 2 on, 2 out. 7-6 Angels here in the 7th. And he will take that pitch downstairs. All 3 walks that started this inning have across the plate. All 3 of those charged to Kulo.
Looks like wants that baseball, a 1,500th career hit.
Trout tonight with a single, double walk, 2 for 3. Trout's never faced Blake Treinen. Time called yet again. And that's a little looper out to right field. That's going to fall in there. Being waved around is Pennington. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. RBI single. for Mike Trout. 8-6 Halos.
And Mike Trout now just 3 hits away from 1,000 in his career with that base hit. 4 times on base, 3 hits and a walk for Trout. Picks up his 50th RBI of the season. Runs that fastball in. Just brings his hands inside enough. He's always looking to drive the ball the other way on the fastball. Strong enough to get that one into the outfield for an RBI single.
Escobar stands at third base.
And Trout pumped up for that one.
Jacked up, if you will.
Yes.
Here's Albert. Pujols 0 for 4.
That pitch off the inside corner.
The ball's 2 strikes. Now the 0-2. Reaching for the breaking ball. Just got a piece of it. A 4-run 7th inning has put the Angels on top 8-6. You can look at Chapman all you want and losing the baseball in that transfer, but Daniel Kulo,
3 walks.
3 walks
Yes.
to start the inning. That's a big hole to dig yourself out from. Albert pulls it to the left side. Chapman's got it. He'll go to first. And it comes to an end. But the Angels strike for 4. A couple of big hits in this one, giving the Angels the lead, Gooby.
Oh, the perfect swing on the pitch on the outer part of the plate. Stay with it. Great approach, great swing, Valbuena. And then Mike Trout finished it off with a base hit. Angels up now by 2.
Seventh, and now Blake Parker is in to pitch the top of the 8th as the Angels take the lead over the A's 8-6. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Hope you stick around after this game for Angels Live postgame, brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Kingfish, Tim Salmon, Jose Mota, and Alex Curry with all the reaction as the Angels are in line for would be yet another late inning come from behind victory. Still got to get some outs, but Victor and Mark, as I set it back inside to you, I've talked to a number of players what word best describes this team. They always come up with the same word, grinders, and they're going to try to grind this one out as well.
Yeah, we've used resilient all season long, and it has kind of stuck as Blake Parker takes over here in the 8th inning. 52nd game for Blake, 3-2 mark at a 2.09 ERA. You never, whatever reason, just when you think it's at its worst, and it had been for the Angels with the number of opportunities they had this year to try to win games, the injuries to the starting rotation and the like. But even in a game like today, opportunity to score runs early. Don't sleep on the Angels going into late in the ball game for whatever reason. Seems to have worked out so far, but now you got 6 outs to get, close it out, pick up a game in the standings, and you find yourself, if you end up closing this one out, 2 back with the second wild card spot.
And the more important thing, you get back to 500. Now, what a swing. I go back to a nice swing by Trout, but Luis Valbuena's swing, what he was trying to do, he was looking to drive that ball that way, and that's exactly what he did, drove in 2, coming off the bench.
There's the first out.
It is nasty from Blake Parker.
By the way, Blake taking over for Jesse Chavez, who worked 2 innings, gave up a run. He's the pitcher of record for the Angels.
Head of the count, could expand the strike zone. Nasty split. Good job there on calling the pitches by Juan Graterol behind the plate, taking over for Martin Maldonado.
Chapman 2 for 3 with a home run, 3-run shot in the second. He doubled and scored in the 6th.
Still good life in the fastball, even though he's already the career high as far as appearances for Blake Parker, 94.
Home run for Chapman, his 7th, the double his 8th. 32nd major league game. Pulled down the line. Nice play by Uni on the backhand side. Throws out Chapman. 2 down.
A sign of appreciation by Blake Parker on that play by Escobar. That ball was hit very, very well by Chapman. Quick on the backhand, a good prep step. That ball was by him. Gets up quickly, throws across the diamond. It's the 2nd out of the inning. Go back to my Hyundai key for this game. Little glove bites. Big defensive play. Oakland unable to make some defensive plays. The difference. The Angels up by 2 here. 2 outs in the 8th.
No balls, 2 strikes. Bregman, the center fielder, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk.
You can see that target set by Graterol. He's tapping the ground. He wanted that splitter in the dirt. Juan Graterol has been very solid defensively for the Angels this season, going right back with another splitter.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was a good decision. Right there you saw Graterol pointing to his shoulder. Say, keep that front shoulder in. That's why that splitter drifted well off the outside part of the plate instead of straight down.
Top of the order, Joyce on deck, 2-2. This one down the line, slicing out of play. Full count.
It's the batter you want to get. If you're Blake Parker, you don't want Matt Joyce coming into the plate with a runner on.
Payoff pitch, and he walked him. A 2-out walk. The dreaded 2-out walk to the number 9 hitter. Joyce tonight doubled home a run in the 6th. 1 for 3.
Borderline pitch. It could have been called a strike. Upper part of the strike zone. 93 from Parker. That split finger grip he starts with. If there's a fastball, brings those fingers together.
Joyce pulls one and gloved by a diving C.J. Cron, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Angels up 8-6.
Boy, talk about that defense needed tonight. It's been on display, certainly in this inning. Great play by C.J. Cron. Angels up by 2. Here at the bottom of the 8th, great play to finish off that inning by C.J. Cron. Matt Joyce hit that ball well with the first, had to hold on the runner at first base, but throwing that good extension on the dive, grabs it, steps on first. 2 really good defensive plays in that inning by the Angels infielders, both corner infielders. and some plays. C.J. Cron finished off the inning.
Simon Castro takes over on the mound for the Oakland Athletics to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Replaces Trinidad. Seventh game, 0-1, 9 innings, 2 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. Calhoun leading things off. He'll be followed by Simmons, then Revere.
The fastball is 90-94. You see that little sink action and a slider.
Halo sending 9 men to the plate. The 7th inning.
Solid patient at bat by Cole Calhoun. Got it going. 2 hits in the game.
Oh-2 downstairs. But Norris getting ready for the Angels. He'll pitch the 9th. Two, 3, and 4. Simeon, Lowry, Davis due up for Oakland for the 9th inning.
Looking for a little insurance run or 2 in this 8th inning for the offense.
One down.
It's a pretty good slider.
Out toward right field. Joyce is there. 2 down. Hey, MLB.com at bat, your #1 mobile app for live Angels baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Angels home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast, news, and more. Download it today.
Another solid night for the offense. 8 runs scored, 12 hits, some patience at the plate, 3 walks in that 7th inning, all 3 scored.
This hit out toward right center field, hit well. Ben Revere, did you? No, it's off the wall. He was hoping. Didn't he get his first at Oakland this year?
Yes, he did. That was off of Cotton.
First and only, I should say. Thought he had it. Way to tell him to lift. Gotta get in the gym.
Fastball inside part of the play, the sinker that did not sink. And he crushed that ball to right center field. He's really hit the ball very, very well. 2 hits again, sac fly, and a walk in this game. 9-game hit streak for Ben Revere.
Crone bounces it into the dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. CJ 1 for 4. That just missed.
More likely with a fastball there just off the corner. It sets up a slider. Next pitch. See if CJ can punch that ball to right field. Drive home. Ben Revere with the 9th run.
Take all the insurance you can get.
Especially with that lineup coming up now for Oakland.
There's a called strike 3. Crone goes down looking. We will head to the 9th inning. Bud Norris coming on with the Angels up 8-6. In the 7th inning, and eventually sent up 9 men to the plate. And through the course of that, it was a pinch hit, 2 RBI single by Luis Valbuena that tied the score at 6 apiece. And this little dribbler, it ended up going as an infield base hit, an RBI, and what could have been the 3rd out in the Angels, a 1-run lead. Then Trout flaring one out to right field, picking up the RBI. His 3rd hit of the night for Trout. Extended the Angels lead to 8-6. That's where we stand now as Bud Norris takes over. 46th game, 1-4 record, a 3.80 ERA. Bud was able to come in yesterday and finish off the 5-4 victory, notching his 17th save. Marcus Semien, number 2 hitter for the Athletics, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Jed Lowry and then Chris Davis. Jimmy tonight 0 for 4. No balls, 2 strikes.
Good changeup from Bud.
Swing and a miss. Gratterall has to throw down the first to complete the strikeout. 1 away.
Solid sequence. from Bud Norris. Again, a swing and miss. Good job by Juan Gradwell to block that in front of the plate. Change up, then follow with a slider. Hard slider, getting a swing and miss.
Lowry, a big swing and a foul ball back. He's 1 for 4.
Fastball, good location from Bud Norris. Into the count again. 0-2. Finish off Simeon with a slider on an 0-2 pitch.
Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 13-hit attack for the Angels. Took them a little while to break through, but they did so. 2 in the 6th. Big 4-run 7th. Trying to lock down their 32nd come from behind win. Down 3-0 early. 1-2 inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Tried to go backdoor on that cut fastball. Got off a pretty tough pitch.
That's ripped, but right to C.J. Cron, 2 down.
This is what you want. You want Chris Davis to come up to the plate with no one on. Now it's time for our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Luis Valbuena, pinch hitting, stays back on a sinker, goes the other way. 2-run single. 12 RBI in his last 14 games. Good approach, good swing, and a good bat flip for Luis Valbuena. That's almost goes without saying.
Chris Davis, 2 for 4 game with a couple of doubles. 2 RBIs. Lifted foul down the line. Cole will give it a look, but headed toward the seats and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 1 and come from behind, fashioned by the final of 8-6.
Yeah, that ability and resilience to come back. That perfect swing from Luis Valbuena coming off the bench. 32nd time the Angels have come back to win a game. Now 55-55, 2 games back of that second wild card as the team continues to play very well on this homestand.
Jesse Chavez picks up the win in relief. 2 innings of work for Jesse. 6th victory on the season. He's now 6-10 in his first bullpen action since being sent out to the pen at the start of the homestand. Bud Norris able to notch his 18th save with a 1-2-3 9th inning. And a nice victory overall. The Angels now tied with the Kansas City Royals for most come from behind victories on the season with 32. It's also the 7th consecutive game, Gooby, in which the Angels have scored 5 or more runs. And it took them a little while to get there, but they certainly did it late and when it counted.
And I think when you look at it, some really impressive swings led by Luis Valbuena. Same thing with Mike Trout with his very good swing going the other way. Congratulations, Yunel Escobar, picking up his 1,500th career hit.
Let's go down to Alex Curry's with Cliff Pennington.
Cliff, another comeback victory for this team. It really seems like things are starting to click on all cylinders. What's been the secret to this team's success?
Same thing we've been doing all year, just fighting all 27 outs, and that's back-to-back games where you're down early and to come back and win. Those are huge.
Those are huge, and it seems like it's almost a different hero every single night. Tonight, Luis Valbuena coming off the bench with a pinch hit. You know how difficult that is, so how exciting is it to see him do that?
I mean, that's incredible. That dude's throwing 98-mile-an-hour sinkers, and he walks up there cold and laces it to left. So that's one of the toughest things to do in this game, but we needed it.
Is there a different level of confidence with this team right now?
I think so. We've been pretty confident all year, but when you start putting together some W's, it definitely grows.
Congratulations on the win. It's been fun to watch.
All right, thanks.
The Angels take game 1 in another comeback victory against the A's. But stick around for Angels Live with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon coming up next.